Guys, we are officially in a bear market, so it doesn't look good. So welcome to Streaming Deluxe, welcome to my channel. I'm Mr. Orange and I want to talk to you about let's say the gaming stocks and like most tech stocks, the gaming stocks got also butchered down a lot. So that's Ripple. So if you check, for example, Nasdaq Composite, and then you're going to see where we are minus 14.44% from the all-time high. Yeah, like 50% from the all-time high. So yeah, it doesn't. It looks very difficult. So I mean, the reasons are there are plenty of reasons. I don't want to now talk too much go into detail with them. So it has something to do with the Fed, with the interest hikes the Fed is going to do. It has something to do with the trade war, but also with the fact that we're at the end of a cycle, that we have a lot of debt in companies. And so guys, there are a lot of different reasons, and I'm sure you're going to find even more opinions about this on YouTube or on Bloomberg, etc. So just a little advice, just a little disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, so everything I say here is you should not buy anything or sell anything just because I talk about the specific stock in this video. So this put aside. So guys, we are now at the Nasdaq minus 1.7% down. So we broke through the 700 points. So it's pretty nasty at the moment. So here you see the 7,000 points. So it doesn't look so good, but on the other hand, who knows, maybe we will find a sort of support line, and it was also good to get this relief here, and then we might see the end rally of the year, and maybe we're going to see again the 7,500. So but nothing is really clear, nothing is really sure. So the big hedge fund manager were not expecting actually a downturn before end of 2019, so but who knows when it is coming. So therefore beware yourself with every possible outcome. So Mr. Market might play crazy, and for example, if you see, for example, what happened in 2015, it went this took like 1.5 years that you were seeing the same heights again in the Nasdaq. So this is all very much possible. So now don't catch the falling knife, I would say. So take good care what you do now. Do not spend now all your cash money, all your cash reserves on some stocks that might even fall more. But let's jump into quickly having a short overview. So from the fundamental side or from the side of the game, so nothing has elementally substantially changed. So but Ubisoft was really coming down like 38% from the all-time high in mid-July, and if you see now we're here, I would say here's some sort of a support line, and but if we break through this support line, then we can definitely see again the 37 euros. So I hope it's not coming to this. So I don't hold Ubisoft stocks. So I was very much interested in Ubisoft stocks when I actually saw at end of 2017 what was going on here with this really crazy soaring of the stock. But then I knew it's going to come down massively again, because this was just too steep. This was just too steep in my personal opinion. So it looks very interesting. So like a flag already. So I would say, and let's check Nintendo. So Nintendo is actually also came down pretty much. So 40% from the all-time high. If you compare it with Ubisoft, it's more or less the same. Ubisoft traded in Paris and Nintendo traded in Tokyo. So, but it's more or less the same from the all-time high there. You see, so there might be a relation, I don't know, but 40%. And yeah, also if this trend is not going to stop, then we definitely see also again like $25. I would say here's some sort of support line, $24. But of course we don't know what is going to happen. And then Take-Two Interactive, very interesting actually. Take-Two Interactive lost 25% from the all-time high. And from a trading perspective, this looks not too bad. So I see there might be an uptrend. So we only lost today 1.21%. So actually not so much. So I still see actually Take-Two in some sort of an uptrend here. But of course, the problems we broke through the 200 average line and the 50 average line anyway, so that's for sure. So they were crossing here several times. You see, it's not really that you can come with a chart technique with fundamentals and take a good decision. So I'm not the biggest fan of Take-Two Interactive. About the stock, I think it's a bit difficult that they only have like 2-3 big brands and that's it. And they're relying way too much on those big brands and this scarce games that coming out like every 5-6 years. So I think for this, I'm pretty much amazed how this stock was performing the recently. Electronic Arts, nothing new there. Also 45%, let's say, down from the all-time high. So it's similar to Ubisoft and Nintendo. And yeah, I would say we're definitely here in a crash bear market with 45%. So this is with 20% it's a crash, and then you enter the bear market. So it's going to be interesting to see at what point Electronic Arts might stop. So maybe at 61. So, but it's very difficult. So it also depends very much on the overall tech sector. For example, also when it comes to Amazon, Google, so respective Alphabet it's called, Facebook also way down, and so it's very much related to this, since people buy ETF on the S&P 500, people buy an ETF on the Nasdaq, etc. And then all the companies are inside this fund, this passive index fund. And then one of my favorite one, I'm holding Tencent holding, so very interesting. Only lost 2.6%. It was extremely volatile recently, so it's going to be interesting to see if this uptrend has broken here. So if this downtrend has broken here, and we're going to see a new uptrend. So for now, I would say, yeah, the uptrend is defined as we see higher highs and lower lows, if you understand what I mean. So when, for example, it goes here up and then goes there and there and there and there. So that's how an uptrend is defined. So, but it looks already pretty good. So especially if you compare it to the last half a year, where it was definitely not building something similar like this. Let's see what happens tomorrow until the end of the week, so before it makes sense for me personally to average down my purchase average price. And here we go to Activision. I'm also holding Activision. So Activision is for me a very interesting stock, since I'm a big fan of their games. But they got slaughtered. They really got slaughtered. It was this was nasty. So yeah. So but for now they under $50. But today, yeah, it was stopped a little bit. So under $50, I would say here's some little support line. If we break through this tomorrow, then definitely see the 45, and then it's also very much possible to see 39 or even 35 and $30. So, but yeah, is going even deeper? But of course, I can't tell you what's going on. But it's like crazy. It's like crazy. It lost also 40% from the all-time high. So it's also similar to Ubisoft and Nintendo, I would say. But it went much faster with Activision. So the process to lose those 40% was extremely quick. So I was even buying some more shares of it, and then it was continuing to fall. So, but I'm still confident that Activision is getting itself together, and we can expect a lot of really good games in the future. So I'm absolutely sure about this, my friends. And then the last stock I want to talk about in this series, so it's Nvidia, and we have also seen like crazy losses, and 47% from the all-time high. I would say that's like crazy. But I see here the support line at like 64%, but it all depends now also on the general atmosphere and the general environment of the stock market, especially when it comes to tech stocks. But today, let's jump into the 5. Today it was definitely today it was keeping up again a little bit, 3%, sorry, after it was falling again like crazy on the 19th, and it had the low at $138, and now it's at $149. So it's extremely volatile stock. It got beaten down by analysts, got beaten down by finance media. So of course you should not listen too much to finance media, because afterwards you're not really in the mood to buy anything, and then you're missing a lot of interesting chances as well, my friends. So I hope something is doing here again and going into the right direction, because I'm already in the red on this stock. And which is this stock? Okay, that's some Chinese car company, and that's all. So my friends, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short update on some gaming company stocks after the big losses we had recently, yesterday and the day before. And yeah, I'm going to keep you updated what's going on in the next weeks, and maybe we're going to see again some sort of turnaround, or maybe we're even going to see lower prices for the stocks. But this should not be fearing us. I would say it's, if you're invested, keep confident. You invested not because you need the money tomorrow. You invested because you're interested in the company, and that you want to that you want to develop your fortune, your wealth in the next 10-15 years. So, and if nothing really too terrible happens, then in the next 5 to 10 years, I would say there are good chances that you, with a good diverse portfolio, that you're going to have won pretty good amounts of your currency, or that your stocks are going to gain in value. So I thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Keep the head up if you're an investor. If not, then observe this very good, because this might be your chance at one point to get into the stock markets, and then you're going to be the winner because you have all the cash. So have a great day. Thank you very much. See you.